Hi everyone, this is me again with my 1776 shirt. Proud to wear it, proud to have it, and I got a few takes today. Just an hour ago, there was a big announcement that the Nets have acquired James Harden. Now, in my eyes, I think this means for Brooklyn, heavy offense. Of course, three guys, two of which were former MVPs, and Kyrie, a premier scorer in the league, both outside and inside the paint. It's going to be a really crazy offense. I have faith that Steve Nash will get something going with that team in terms of plays. He definitely has weapons, but it looks like those guys like to outperform other players by way of isolation basketball. It's not bad in my eyes, but if two guys aren't feeling it and one of them is getting guarded really very well, it could spell trouble. So I'll trust it to give Brooklyn. I'll trust that team to get Brooklyn maybe still a 2 or 1 seed, just like before. They don't really go anywhere in the standings in my book. They'll still do well without one player, all three of them. Um, Given I don't think they're going to be playing too many games together, especially with the start they've had so far. It's still looking about the same. Title chances, I don't think it helps them too much. It's a lot of the same stuff that every player already does. Um, if anything, James Harden will kind of slow the game down, and he's a better passer than KD and Kyrie. So I suppose he'll be the dominant ball handler in some cases. Um, but we'll see how Steve Nash puts that into consideration. Now, uh, I also knew that Brooklyn was going to have to get rid of Spencer Dinwiddie or Karis LeVert or even both of which are being shipped out. We still aren't too sure where they're going because the teams that are acquiring those players, they're trying to trade those players for other ones. Like I just read one that said Houston is looking to get rid of Karis LeVert and send him to the Indiana Pacers for Victor Oladipo. I'm not sure that's going to be too good for Indiana. They might ask for more. I mean, I would. Karis LeVert is good, but he's not Victor Oladipo good. Victor Oladipo, it's been a long time coming since he's been in the league. Hasn't improved too much. He's still good, but I don't know if he's Karis LeVert level good. I would definitely give him a bit more credit in that regard. Um, but we'll see where he ends up. Spencer Dinwiddie, I still have no idea where they're sending him. Of course, he's on the way out, but who knows where. Um, the defense is really the biggest problem for Brooklyn. That's where I think they're gonna struggle the most. Definitely the three main guys, Harden, Kyrie, and Durant, aren't terrible defenders anymore. But you'd have to wonder if they're gonna give 100% on the defensive end every night. It's just not their game. Um, of course, they make an attempt. They do well enough to stay afloat, but you still gotta stop some guys, and that's where I think their issues will be. I predict they'll be somewhere in the 17 or from somewhere between the 17 and 13 range of worst defenses. They're definitely not bad. They still have DeAndre Jordan, of which who was with the Clippers and had an All-Star appearance, but he doesn't really do well anymore. He doesn't, in my eyes, he doesn't look like he's interested in defense anymore. It looks like he's just trying to get rebounds and just get his numbers up on that end. Scoring and assists doesn't do that well. Didn't do it well before. Doesn't do it well now. Gonna be interesting where they go. Okay. The Clippers play the Pelicans tonight. I'm aware that Harden is gonna be the talk of the broadcast, but I think it'll still be interesting enough, especially with Zion Williamson. Everyone's so interested on what he's going to be. They should just focus on what he is right now instead of just looking ahead. Um, the Pelicans should be the only people looking ahead because I mean they're controlling their team. They're gonna see what they get. Us as viewers, we can only watch. We shouldn't expect. A lot of times when you expect a player to be great, they always just fall off or never turn out to be amazing, which is a perfect segue to go into Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins he's good. I won't knock him, but he's not what everyone expected him to be. So that's where my criticism is. He could be your third or fourth best option on the floor, but he cannot be your first or second best player. He's been in the league for about, what is it, 6 years already? 7. And he's still nowhere where he should be. He had a lot of buzz in his name. He was supposed to be the next LeBron, as was OJ Mayo, both of which never turned out to be. Andrew Wiggins, I feel like it's too late for him to be a great LeBron James. Nowhere near it. Not even All-Star. So he's doing good in Golden State, but I don't think he's gonna get much better. And his teammate, Kelly Oubre, in my eyes, he's had the worst season of his career so far. Still young, but he's not being very efficient, scoring poorly, and his efficiency has dropped. It's probably his worst year in his professional career after being in Washington and Phoenix. It might be the expectations, it might be his role, but he's not doing too well, and I don't expect the Warriors to be any better down the road. I think that's all I got. There's not much to say about this. I'm going to see where the Harden trade goes and see how they play with him. How they do without Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert going forward. But should be good. I think it'll still be a good season. It's 3 dominant players on one team, but I don't think they have enough. They don't have enough great players to maintain a, or you know, I'm trying to say that they probably won't win the title, but you know, it might come back and bite me. But we'll see where it goes. All right, thank you for watching. I'm out, and remember, stay proud, Americans.